Hi, I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be telling you why I have made the decision to stop buying clothes. Um, so obviously it's been 2020 and it's been a mad year. We're like halfway through 2021 now. And like a lot of people, life's looked a lot different, and I've gone through a little bit of a journey, and a lot of that journey has involved watching people on YouTube talk about sustainability and sustainable fashion, fast fashion and the issues with that. And it's kind of something that I've always known about as an issue, but not. It sort of felt like a big problem, which is just so overwhelming to try and manage. So I never really thought about kind of the way I was doing it. So I kind of thought, yeah, I'll just kind of buy most of my clothes second hand and don't buy that much, and maybe that'll all be fine. But I've had sort of a bit of a personal journey. I think, like a lot of us have. I had a lot of therapy this year, and it's made me kind of think a bit differently about things. And I thought, okay, I'll declutter. So I've been decluttering in my bathroom, and I've been decluttering in the living room, and I've been tidying up my like crafting stash and not decluttering any of it. But it's much tidier now. And I was thinking, like, how can I do my wardrobe? And I've been watching all of the people doing their decluttering videos on YouTube, like Lena Norms and Hannah Whitting. Sorry, but people have been going through and being like, oh, I'm going to have just 5 t-shirts and I'm going to get rid of this and get rid of that, and second-hand hauls and stuff like this. And I've just thought, like, just been sat there watching, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I've got so much emotional attachment to my clothes, and they were talking about that as well. And it's like, you don't need it, and you can go really minimalist. And I don't know, I just didn't think that that would work for me. And also, if you buy any clothes, everything that you buy, that the saying, like, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. So, like, everything that you buy has got some weird negative impact on the environment, even if you're buying secondhand, even if you're buying really high quality items that you're going to keep for ages and ages and ages. There's going to be some sort of negative impact, and you can't help that, and some more so than others. So I kind of looked into my heart and my wardrobe, which I'll be showing you because it is, face up to my own hubris is quite an important thing. And like, I particularly looked at like how many corsets I've got, like an item that I don't wear all that regularly, more during the pandemic because I haven't needed to go anywhere. May as well sit around in a corset, And I just thought, I don't need anything more. Like, I learned how to make clothes a lot more. Like, I've been sewing and knitting and things for a while, but I really upped my game sort of sewing in the pandemic, and I've been knitting for ages. But there's kind of this point that you get sometimes when you craft, where you get something that goes from being like, I clearly made this myself and I'm wearing it anyway because I'm proud of it, to this looks like I could have bought it. This is like a real garment. It's finished. Maybe it's lined. Maybe it's like, it's neat. The stitches look even, and the back's all nicely done, and everything's sort of woven in and tidy. And I've kind of reached that with a lot of my sewing skills. So I can wear a dress now and people wouldn't know that I made it myself. I can like wear something that I've knitted and people wouldn't know that I made it and didn't buy it. Or if people say it and go, oh, wow, did you make that? So it doesn't look like a sort of shitty handmade thing, which it's important to make those things, but it also, you get a lot less use out of them. So I'm still going to be making clothes, and I'm still going to be accepting gifts of clothes. I'm not going to be acquiring them like under my own steam for free or for money, just because I don't think I really need any more. And the tricky thing as well about looking at decluttering and getting rid of things is that when you're goth and when you're more alternative and when you've grown up that way, you kind of come out into the world as this little baby bat, and you see all of your cool goth elders and you want to have their cool wardrobe, and it takes a lot to build up that wardrobe because goth clothes are expensive, or you need to find items of clothing which you can style more goth or more alternative, like in any way. If you want to wear t-shirts from gigs that you've gone to, it takes time to go to all the gigs and buy the t-shirts, and sometimes when you go there as well, especially like when I was younger, if I went to a gig, I couldn't afford like a ticket and the train ticket and a t-shirt. That was like beyond me. Like, and quite privileged now that I can, so I've got quite a lot of t-shirts and stuff. But if you wanted to wear Iron Maiden shirts from Iron Maiden gigs you've like been to, they only tour so so often, so it takes like a decade to build up a nice little wardrobe, even if you're buying multiple t-shirts every time you go out. So I think it's a lot harder when you're a bit more alternative to do a big massive clothing declutter and minimalist and all of that, because especially if your style's a little bit more throw on more cool accessories and more cool accessories and more cool accessories, then like you need a big stash of cool accessories. And that was something that was quite aspirational for me when I'm younger, but having looked at it now, that's what my wardrobe is. Yeah, and I think it's also quite tricky to be doing a declutter when we've been in a pandemic, because I don't normally wear this dress a lot. It's super impractical. It's got these big dangly sleeves, which means you can't wear a jumper with it. So if I was going out for the day, I wouldn't wear this because I can't wear a jumper. I can't layer up. It's really impractical. I wouldn't wear this on the tube and have like my arms flopping about and getting caught in all the barriers and things, but I haven't gone on the tube. I haven't gone out for a day, so I'm wearing this now. My clothing needs to be a lot less practical. So I don't really feel like I'm in the right brain space to go like, this I will keep and this I will get rid of, because like I haven't worn jeans for a few weeks, but like I've also got a new tattoo on my leg, so I haven't been able to wear jeans. So I think like, oh, what did I not wear in the past month? It's going to be drastically different to what I might wear when hopefully I can be going out and going to gigs and wearing jeans all the time because I want big practical pockets. So with kind of no buys, usually they've got like a time ending on them. People have done no buy months, no buy years and things like that. I'm kind of going to go for let's just see how long I can keep this going on for. I've got a lot of clothes. I've got a lot of different like work wardrobes, so I can go into like different job roles and I can sort of style it up a little bit more smart, a little bit more office, a little bit more casual. So I think I've probably got things covered for changing jobs and things like that. I might at some point need a new pair of work trousers if I'm going back to somewhere where I'm wearing them every day. That hasn't been the case for the past couple of years. It might be the case going forward, so that might be somewhere where it breaks. But sewing, I can make new clothes, so I've got that as an option. I don't think I'd want to make everything. It's not going to be practical to make jeans, so there may be a point where I have worn out enough pairs of jeans that I'm going to buy another pair of jeans. I expect that I will probably do that at some point, but I can't imagine it being for the next maybe 2 years. That might be the point where I go, I need another pair of jeans that's not all faded out and it's got past the point where I can like repair it and still have them look respectable. I think underwear as well might be a case where, because I do make my own underwear and I've got like a massive stash of it. So it's not like I'm going to run out completely, but I might get to a point where I need to sort of top that up with another 5-pack of plain black pants. Woo! Exciting. But I've got exciting underwear in there as well already, so like, I don't know, there might be a point where it's too much. I've got so many pairs of socks as well, and like I'm looking at different ways to repair those, possibly combining some, replacing the heels and things like that. So I think a dedication to repairing things, keeping making things, and that will also satisfy that new shiny thing that I want. I reckon I don't need to buy any more clothes. So that's the reasoning why I'm not going to buy clothes. I'm also going to do a wardrobe tour because I think that's fun, and I think maybe that's something that other people might like to see. So I'm going to now show you my wardrobe, because I've got the wardrobe behind me that's a double wardrobe. I've got a little bookshelf over there that's got mostly clothes that I've made, and mostly clothes that I've made during the pandemic, and a chest of drawers and a box of like just work clothes. So I think there's probably enough to be showing you. There is also like other clothing around as well, and other clothes that I have access to. This isn't even my final form, and some of it is in the wash as well, or like somewhere in the washing process. So yeah, anyway, let me show you my wardrobe, because it's always fun to snoop in other people's things. Hello and welcome to the very unaesthetic mass of black. There is so much clothing in this wardrobe that it it doesn't shut, like it's never shut properly because I've got so much in. I've also had a bit of an avalanche of clothing, so yeah, this is the main reason that I think I don't really need to buy any more clothes, because this is a massive wardrobe. Like this is like 1 meter wide. It's huge. It's built in. And it is completely stuffed and overflowing. So I reckon I can just use this to make outfits. So I've got this little piece on the side. This is one that I made. This is a knitted chemise I made to go under my corsets. I finished it in kind of this parchmenty colour, and I dyed that on Wednesday, and that's dried and it's looking lovely. It's come out how I wanted it to. This area here is like button-down shirts. I had a while where I was only wearing button-down shirts because I had so many comments that I wasn't dressed professionally, and I thought, you know what, I am going to wear a shirt and trousers, and if that is fine for a man, it is fine for me, and I will look like a fridge, and that's fine because I work with teenage boys and they don't need any ideas, and it'll just be fine to go on building sites and into offices and everything. It's just going to be a shirt and trousers. So I went to Primark and bought loads of shirts, and some of them are fast fashion. So this is one of the fast fashion bought online ones, and it's this weird plasticky material, but it's very cute looking, even if it's staticky. And then just like white shirts. Most of them are men's shirts because when I was in Primark, that's what worked. That's what covered my bra and fit my body. So yeah, and then various ones I've got from charity shops, or this one was a friend and she gave it to me. This is a completely extra suit that I made. It's actually a 3-piece suit that I made from upholstery fabric that I found in a second-hand craft shop. And it's like weird. It's so, I love it. It's this weird mix between like young professional and circus tent, and it's exactly right. It's not necessarily showing up on camera, but it is navy and red, and it's got this weird iridescent to it, and it's got a matching cravat, and everything has pockets in it. Like that's that end. And then this is kind of work dresses. So this is things like this was very relevant for a job I kind of had in 2014, but they're sort of suitable for all sorts. This is kind of a bodycon thing I got for £8 in a charity shop. Just a little dress. This one's a fast fashion one, which I love because it looks kind of like just a floral print from a distance, but it's actually covered in skulls. It's a weird fabric and it blows terribly in the wind. This is one which is just like, it's the burgundy of the handmaids, but it's the same cut as the women that wear the blue, whatever they are, like the wives. It's that sort of cut, so it's this weird, slightly modest sort of figure-hugging thing. It looks nice, it looks cute. I'm not selling it well. This is then just kind of dresses, like general dresses that aren't really for work. So this is just kind of a long, can't see it at all in the dark. So I've got some just like long dresses, some party dresses, sort of going out. And yeah, because I have so much stuff, it's all like 8 to a hanger. This one's got some skeleton print because it's always fun to buy things at Halloween. That might be the thing that kills me. The snowball might only last until October. I've got this jacket, which is fun for when you want to be Beetlejuice or not that serious. And then these are other kind of suit jackets sort of hanging out here. Somewhere in this mass are skirts. But I honestly could not tell you where because it is so densely packed that I usually just come in, have like a rummage around until I find something that I want. That's an octopus dress. And then I've got like tights all down the side in one of those shoe things. This is so dark in here. It's not this dark in real life, but it's very dark on the camera. And that's like a bag of tights as well, and stockings and things. And then up here, this is all corsets. Some of them I made myself. Like this green one, this is the first one I ever made, and I entirely hand stitched it, and it took bloody weeks. It's a little underbust corset, very nice. And then the rest of them, I've got a couple of others I made, 2 others I made, and then got things that are like too high to really pull down. This is like weird fancy lingerie that I keep there, and like dressing up stuff. And then these are very occasional items, so this has got Christmas stuff and Pride stuff in. This is jumpers and cardigans, ones that I've made, ones that I've bought, ones I've got second hand, all sorts. Again, just it's all a massive mess. This is where my skirts are. They've all fallen on the floor. Got this really cute one, which is like a grey tartan. And the only weird thing is that the lining is a different shape to the outer. So while the main fabric of the dress, my skirt rather, is a kind of straight with a little bit of a kick out, and it kind of comes to knee length, the inside is a little bit more like A-line-y, I don't know. It feels weird to wear it, but it's fine. Like, it's comfortable and I do wear it. And this is one of my favourite summer dresses because it's come from a charity shop, so it's super duper extra thin. It's completely like bodycon, and you feel like you are butt naked wearing it. And I think it's really thin because it's been like washed out and stuff already before I got it. So it's this really thin fabric, and it means that it's really cool because I do not do well in the heat. And now onto the shelves, which are also completely dark. We've got a big pile of knickers here, big pile of bras here, all behind all the dresses and such. I promise there are bras there. It's just dark on camera. Excellent. This is kind of the area for shorts, so I've got like regular, normal, in-the-world shorts. She said, pointing at a tweed pair of shorts. But I've got denim and like these stripy ones, which go quite fun with the jacket if I'm doing circus performing and things. The circus performing clothes are a whole separate box. I told you I had too many. And these are pole dancing shorts. These are sports bras, you know, to go together. This is all my selection of vests and like ones with skulls on. This is a fast fashion one. And ones with... This is the Always Keep Fighting one from one of the Supernatural promotional things for like mental health. Around like suicide prevention, so it's got the Supernatural logo on it. And like working in mental health obviously was of interest to me. That's the kind of weird leather thing I got as fast fashion, and I'm still not quite sure how to style it. And then I've got just like the regular camisole vest tops and a massive pile of leggings. A lot of them are fast fashion, some of them are Primark, some of them are online. These ones have bats on. These ones look like muscles. Always very fun. And there's a matching sports bra to go with the muscles. It's all fun. So let me take you round to the chest of drawers. So I've got all my accessories on the top. I'm not going to go through all of them. We'll be here for 7,000 years. So top drawer has long socks. Yeah, I have 2 separate sock drawers because I have so many socks. I love socks and I don't want to ever give them away. So these are all mostly like the long over the knee ones. These have bats on. I think I bought them on Amazon. But they're kind of long socks. Some of them I made myself. These ones I made myself. And they've got little garters to hold them up, which I also made. And combined with a garter belt, which didn't really fit. So now it's that. Ankle socks, because I have so many socks, because I love socks. Some that I made myself. Some that I've got gifted. These ones have guitars on. These are like my friend's old socks that didn't fit her. These are ones my mum gave me. I think my mum gave me these ones as well because I have cats on. So loads of socks, just a ridiculous quantity. This next drawer is t-shirts without band logos on. Yeah. The classification systems give an idea of what the picture looks like, really. These were bought, these were gifted. Like this one was my friend Joe's. This one's got some skeleton print on. I bought it from Tesco's one Halloween. Lots of them say creep in it real because that amuses me to no end. This one was a gift from my aunt because it's got the sleeves as well. As you can see, most of my clothing is black. This one says a smile from Transylvania and I bought it in Transylvania. These ones are band t-shirts, mostly Iron Maiden ones. A lot of them were bought by my ex, including this one, which he had a tattoo of. So this is the Live After Death Eddie. Big Iron Maiden fan, got lots of Iron Maiden t-shirts. Some of them I've bought, some of them I've been gifted. I've got a Wolfsbane shirt in here, that was a gift. I've got... This is a Wasp shirt, that was... I can't remember if I bought that or my ex bought it when we went to see Wasp together, when we were still dating. This one my friend bought me recently. It's got long sleeves and it's cropped, which is strange, but I like it. This one says Dirtbag for Life. It's a Patreon exclusive Wheatus one. That's from seeing Iron Maiden in 2010 at Sonosphere. Absolutely loads. This is one I got printed that says Put Your Hayseed Dick in Me, which is very amusing if you're anywhere other than a Hayseed Dixie concert. These are work clothes. This is the reason I'm not looking to buy clothes. This is my current office as well, because I'm working from home pandemic times. This is an octopus. So these are work tops that are kind of long sleeve, and I've just kind of put in here anything which is sort of plain and non-offensive. So then if I want to get dressed in the morning and look right for work, that's kind of, this is my go-to area because I'm terrible in the mornings and it saves me trying to work out if something's appropriate or not. So plain tops, long sleeves here, short sleeves and sleeveless here. That's a short sleeve jumper, which I didn't think I would like, but I got it from a charity shop and I do like it. And again, it's all a mixture of stuff that I've bought, been gifted, got from charity shops or made myself. This is my pile of work kind of jumpers. This is a shrug I made, so it just kind of goes over the shoulders. Made that kind of earlier in the pandemic. It's a cardigan from a charity shop because I just kind of felt like I wanted more cardigans. It's another shrug I made. These are general cardigans. This one was my friend's jumper, but it looks quite nice and just sort of goes over everything. These are some lighter colours because I need to convince everyone I don't just wear black all the time. And then that's the last, haha, just kidding. Let me take you over to the last bit and the latest addition to my wardrobe. So this is my partner's wardrobe, by the way. All of their clothes live in this one wardrobe like a normal person. So I had the wardrobe built in and the chest of drawers, and then I've added the box of work clothes and the this reclaimed bookshelf that had clothes and cooking books on it. That had not clothes, bottles of Coke on it for a long time, so it was like our drink store. So I've got kind of accessories up here. Most of this is actually me made. So I've got kind of some accessories up here. It's a little shawl that I just put a button on, and little capelets and shawls and scarves and things. This is kind of outerwear, so this has got a blouse in it, some kind of shirt over dresses, a shrug I made, but it's got a skull on it, that's why it's not in the work pile. A jacket, which to be fair could probably be in the work pile. This next layer is all underclothes, so it's all petticoats and slips, and this, which I've made to just be a nude layer so I can wear sheer clothes over the top of it. This, which is some Bernadette and Bad inspired combinations, because it's been inside too long, so I thought why not hand sew some Victorian underwear. That seems like a smart use of my time. I've already worn them out. I worn them at home quite a lot. This is a fleece petticoat, which was very, very smart. Oh, it's so good for being warm. Not that we need to be warm at the moment. I am absolutely melting today. This is an ankle-length skirt I made. The pockets are huge. Ignore my raw seam after I was just making nice comments about being able to seam things and finish them. This is a Halloween skirt, which needs a little bit more finishing done to it, because it's just on an elastic and that's not quite sufficient. But I sort of partially made that one. And a plaid skirt, because why not have some more tartan skirts? That one's from a charity shop. Dress I made, fast fashion dress I bought, dress I made that's like an infinity dress, it's black, which is why it's not visible. Whole load more dresses that I've made. You can kind of see a theme on this one in particular. So this is a velvet dress that I've made and not worn yet. This is a purple dress, which was actually more of like a thrift flip. I got it from something called a jumble sale, where it's basically just at a big church hall. They had loads of them when I was a child. I think it went into a bin bag where I filled up the whole bin bag for £1, and this is part of the reason why I have so many clothes, because I'm used to buying really cheap clothes. Some fast fashion stuff that I've got just as dresses, and then this. Get back in there. This is a thing that you put your laptop on, because I was occasionally doing uni classes up here sat in bed, and I thought it'd be quite nice to be able to have the laptop up in bed on an actual thing. I got gifted it for Christmas. And then in here is like onesies, so it's a skeleton onesie from Halloween. I've got a kind of Christmassy one that's got penguins on it. It's a tartan dress that's trying to escape. I've got like a Christmassy penguiny one in there, and then I've also got a pug one, which I will be shoving back in there, but I think it's sat in the bathroom at the moment. So I'm aware that you couldn't really see anything, but also if I took the time to take out all of my items of clothing and put them on or show you it in any sensible way, it would take way longer than the 50 minutes this already has. So yeah, that's my wardrobe, and I think looking at towering monoliths of clothes like this, you can probably see why I don't really need to buy any more. So let's see how long I can go without needing to buy anything. Catch you on the flip side.